The Jennifer Hudson Show studio in Chicago's Windy City buzzed with mid-morning energy at 10 o'clock a.m. CST on November 28, 2025, which meant it was 9 p.m. PKT in Pakistan, where fans were already live tweeting from iftar leftovers and chai sessions. The audience, a vibrant mix of suburban moms and Jennifer's dreamgirls tees, college kids with Spotify playlists queued, and a smattering of royal watchers clutching bootleg copies of Meghan's latest cookbook. The benchside table, the set awash in warm golds and ivories like a high-end brunch spot, because today was billed as a sisterhood summit with Meghan Markle, the Duchess-turned-lifestyle guru, here to promote her Netflix series As Ever, A Life in Layers, and a new line of gratitude journals that promised intentional joy for only $89.99. Jennifer Hudson, EGOT icon with a voice like velvet thunder and a laugh that could fill arenas, swept onto the stage in an emerald green sheath that hugged her curves like a second skin, her signature bob swinging as she belted a quick a cappella riff of "And I Am Telling You I Am Not Going" twisted into a welcome anthem, hugging Meghan tightly as the Duchess, ethereal in a soft lavender Zimmermann midi dress, hair in loose waves, that megawatt smile dialed to El Levina while the crowd screamed like it was the 2007 Oscars all over again. The first 15 minutes pure magic, Jennifer gushing about Meghan's strawberry jam recipe from American Riviera orchard, Meghan tearing up sharing how Jennifer's spotlight got her through dark days in Toronto on Suits, both women swapping stories of single motherhood, the audience cooing when Jennifer pulled out a photo of Lily's first steps edited into a frame with her own nephews, and then Jennifer, ever the soul-bearing powerhouse who'd risen from American Idol rejection to Oprah's favorite, leaned forward with a disarming Chicago warmth laced with steel and said, "Girl, I love your vibe, truly, but let's keep it 100. You've built this empire on being the voice for the voiceless, the mental health warrior who escaped the cage, but folks are still side-eyeing those receipts. One interview you're suicidal and the palace ghosts you, the next you're admitting you had private therapists on retainer but didn't feel safe asking for more. How do we trust the layers when the story feels like it's still unfolding in edits?" And the studio temperature plummeted, Meghan's smile cracking like fine china under pressure, her fingers twisting the $2,500 Cartier bracelet on her wrist, and she let out that small, rehearsed exhale. "Jennifer, I appreciate the realness, but surviving an institution that traded my pain for headlines isn't a plot twist, it's a scar." But Jennifer, eyes soft but unyielding, pressed on, her voice rising like a gospel solo. "I hear you, sis. I lost my family to gun violence, poured it into my music, but I never flipped the script for sympathy points. You had resources most of us dream of. Was it the cage or the key you forgot to turn?" And the audience split like a fault line, half gasping in awe at Jennifer's raw truth, half murmuring support for Meghan, phones erupting in a chorus of lenses capturing every micro-expression, because this wasn't the fluff of daytime promo. This was two black women from different worlds colliding over authenticity, and Meghan's face flushed under the flawless makeup, her voice sharpening to that post-royal edge. "Jennifer, easy for you to say from your EGOT pedestal, judging a pregnant woman who begged for help while the world watched her break." And Jennifer, hurt flashing in her eyes but holding steady, replied, "Pedestal? Honey, I earned this from the bottom of Idol rejection, burying my mama, not from a Montecito mansion with a Netflix check." Authenticity means owning the full track, not remixing the chorus for streams, and the crowd was on its feet now, cheers and boos blending into a roar, the band freezing mid-jazz riff, producers in the booth waving frantically for a break that live TV doesn't always grant, and Meghan stood, not in fury but in that deliberate poise she'd honed for state dinners, unclipping her mic with a soft Velcro whisper that the hot mix amplified into thunder, and said, voice steady but laced with finality, "Thank you for the space, Jennifer. Some conversations need more than a couch to hold them." And she walked, lavender dress flowing like a flag of surrender, heels echoing across the polished oak floor, past the stunned house band, past the security hovering like polite shadows, past a young black girl in the front row clutching a journal and whispering, "Don't go, Meg," while another shouted, "Tell her, Jen." And Jennifer, left solo under the golden lights, touched her chest, eyes misty, and murmured into the camera, "Phew. We'll pick that up after the break, y'all." As the director slammed to commercial 38 seconds early, the feed cutting to a Gain detergent ad that felt absurdly mundane, and by the time the spot ended, Meghan vs. Jennifer was exploding worldwide, #1 in Pakistan at 9:05 p.m. PKT, with Karachi users dubbing the heel clicks over Whitney Hook's captioned "Jab Jennifer Ni Sol Ki Biryani Serve Ki," and the title "Meghan Markle kicked off Jennifer Hudson Show after heated clash" became the viral siren that pulled every eye from Lagos to LA, a 36-second clip that peeled back the jam jars to reveal the raw fruit of fame's double standards, where one woman scars another's script, and live TV, that unfiltered confessional, finally forced the Duchess to face a mirror held by a host who knew the reflection all too well. By 10 p.m. PKT, the raw footage had shattered 600 million views. Pakistani TikTokers remixing Jennifer's "Keep It 100" line with Desi anti-voiceovers. Lahore cafes pausing chai to debate Jennifer Ni Sai Kahaya overstep. While American Black Twitter crowned Hudson the anti-we all needed for calling out the layered lies, and Meghan, sequestered in a suite at the peninsula overlooking Lake Michigan before her red-eye to Montecito, posted a single Instagram carousel, black and white shots of ocean waves crashing, captioned "Truth isn't always tidy, but grace is a choice." Grateful for the light in every shadow, the squad igniting like dry tinder with 500,000 likes in an hour, review bombing the Jennifer Hudson Show's app and flooding Warner Brothers Discovery with 220,000 emails demanding an apology, while the flip side sent Jennifer crates of hot sauce and authentic queen crowns, her phone buzzing with texts from Oprah, "You were magnificent, baby," and Common, "That's my J who the real recognizes real." The next episode opened with Jennifer alone at the curved desk, voice thick with emotion, her emerald dress swapped for sober navy. "Y'all, yesterday got deep. I love Meghan, respect her journey, but this show is about soul to soul, no filters. We all got scars, mine from Chicago streets, hers from palaces. Sometimes the truth stings like a high note, but it clears the air." The audience, packed tighter than ever, gave her a 6-minute ovation, tears flowing freely, ratings eclipsing the Grammys as Chicago tuned in en masse, and Meghan's gratitude journals sold out nationwide overnight, half from diehards, half from skeptics hate buying to journal their what-ifs. Behind the scenes, Fox execs popped champagne in hidden conference rooms, the clash boosting ad rates by 40%, while Arch Ewell's crisis team drafted a statement on misunderstood authenticity that never saw light. Harry spotted pacing a hotel balcony with a tumbler of something amber, and in Pakistan's late-night slots at 11 p.m. PKT, hosts dissected it like a family feud, one quipping "Jennifer Hudson need khuda e God says out a soul shai," birthing memes of Meghan's walk set to "I'm Every Woman." Late-night comics feasted, Jimmy Kimmel reenacting the mic drop with a banana peel, Trevor Noah, from his Substack, penning the day a Duchess met a diva and the diva won. The fire raged for a week as sponsors like Fenty Beauty pausing ads amid the squad's fury, Jennifer inviting mental health experts for a follow-up soul check segment that trended for vulnerability and then simmered. Meghan resurfaced with a soft focus speech picnic post, Jennifer belting Aretha at a holiday taping, but that 36-second supernova lingered like smoke after a sermon, a reminder that in the church of celebrity, the truest gospel comes from those who've harmonized their own hells. And when two queens clash over crowns unseen, the audience doesn't just watch it, they worship the wreckage. 7 years later, the walk-off was etched in media gospel, syllabus staple at Northwestern and Habib University alike under the Hudson harmony. When daytime TV demanded depth, professors screening the clip then facilitating scar versus script debates that split rooms 55-45 for Jennifer every fall, and Hudson, now a Kennedy Center honoree at 50 with laugh lines like "Victory Scars," devoted her 2032 memoir Notes from the High Note to a chapter called "The 36 Seconds That Tuned My Soul," confessing "I saw my younger self in her eyes, trapped, talented, terrified, and I couldn't let the remix win." The book debuting at #1 while Meghan's fourth tome echoes unedited allocated 3 pages to a Chicago chord, musing some stages demand solos, others, a shared refrain, selling steadily to the converted. The infamous lavender guest armchair, that throne of tension, was enshrined at the Chicago History Museum with a gold plaque, seated briefly by HRH the Duchess of Sussex. 28th of November 2025. A side of daytime TV's most soul-stirring standoff, where every November school groups left journal pages scribbled with "What's your truth?" and tiny jam spoons as talismans. In Pakistan, where the user revisited the clip at 9 p.m. PKT with their niece over butter chicken, it had evolved into cultural catechism, sampled in Urdu poetry slam Sajab Jennifer ne Poocha, Meghan ne Darwazikola and I talk shows citing it as the clash that cleared the air. Fate, ever the diva director, scripted a finale at the 2033 Essence Festival in New Orleans, Jennifer headlining the empowerment stage, Meghan a surprise panelist 2 slots down, the humid air thick with brass bands and big net sugar, and post-panel at the green room mingle, their eyes locked across beaded curtains. Jennifer raised a says rocket to layers we all peel. Cisa Meghan clinked with a mocktail, half smile blooming, to high notes that heal. Jennifer, no cameras, no confessions, just 2 survivors toasting the tune that bound them, the one where authenticity isn't a solo, it's the harmony you find when the spotlight finally shares.